today's video for the second, third, fourth, fifth. I don't even know how many shakedowns we've done on this S15 now, but hopefully this is the last one. I'm very hopeful. I think everything's gonna go okay. Track time has just opened up. We're at Scudamore Circuit. If you guys remember, we were here for when this circuit was brand new, just opened after they changed everything from a rally course to specifically for drifting. They still do rally stuff here, but we did this here last time. You guys remember that? My first trip to the USA. First time drifting on this brand new track. It was pouring down rain and I went off course and spun out and smacked up my bumper. So it's kind of cool that we're back here with this after completely rebuilding the entire drivetrain of the car to see how things go. Everything looks good so far. We're gonna jump in the car and head out on track and let's go have some fun and not have any burny fire things happen, please. Also, I've already checked where all the fire extinguishers are around the track and the water in case we need it. Let's go. I'm gonna focus on just taking this out for a few laps, coming in, checking, few laps, come in and checking. And then if everything seems good, we'll go for a little bit longer and kind of move up. And then we can focus on getting some cool shots, like maybe some footwork and some engine bay and stuff like that. But today is all about a shakedown and testing the car and making sure we're not gonna have any problems. So let's get out there and have a little bit of fun. Your boy's nervous. The layout today is actually pretty interesting. I'm excited. It'll take a while to get used to these brakes again. Power steering feels so good. Damn, this feels good. It wants third though. It wants third bad. All right, I just did a little bit of rowdiness. Let's go and check now. We're not gonna stay out for too long. We're gonna go and check. So my problem right now is all the new heat wrapping and stuff that we've used obviously has to burn off all that stuff that's in there. And I just keep seeing a little bit of smoke coming out of my hood and smelling something, so I come inside right away to just triple check. Which is okay, that's what you're supposed to do for a shakedown, and I should have been like this from the first shakedown. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep triple checking everything, going out, doing a couple laps like you just saw, getting on it a bit, and then coming back in and triple checking. Then we can start to stay and hang out there a little bit longer. We've got ridiculous amounts of track time today. In fact, later on, we'll check out some cars and stuff like that here, and talk about like this event. But for now, my focus is the car and making sure everything's all good. Everything's looking good in the ECU. I'll keep monitoring everything. But man, this car has me so excited. It is so rowdy. Like it's ridiculous how rowdy it is. The steering wheel feels so good too. Like it's light and super, I don't know how to explain, but all the changes we made to the steering with those solid GK Tech bushes and stuff have made a world of difference to this thing. It's so rowdy, this thing. Pause before any one of you guys go down in the comments and, oh my god, he's using so much handbrake, what the hell? This is a shakedown. Everything about the car has completely changed. I am going to be babying this car the entire time, especially after recent events. So, put that aside. You're going to see me fumbling, getting the shifter mixed up with the handbrake and the hydro and everything. It's an entirely new car for me. The car feels entirely different. I'm pretty sure my front alignment and my rack isn't centered correctly either. I kind of figured that out later on in the day. But this is a shakedown, guys. And just remember, everything has changed. Okay, cool, we good? Yeah, awesome. I love you. Let's get back to the video. My gosh, it feels so different. Dude, I love the brakes in this. It's so good. My God, this thing is scary fast, man. The hell? The gearing, it wants third all day. It's gonna take a while to get used to this now. Might be a bit off. This thing is just taking me for a ride. This car is ridiculous. What the hell, man? This is insane. This is insane. This car is insane. Oh my God, I love this thing. All right. Oh, I'm shaking. This car just took me for a ride, guys. I am shaking. I am like, what the hell? I have to drive it. Oh my God, my feet are shaking. This thing is insane. Holy crap. What have I built? This is only a 2-liter SR. Oh, it's touched me in places, guys. What the hell? I'm so hyped on this. Oh my God. This is so good. Oh, 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 oh. I don't see any smoke from the engine bay, so that's a good sign. I have not been like this. I've not had this much adrenaline from this car in a very, very long time. Probably the first time I ever drove it and drove it properly. Right then, like my hands are like floppy, shaky things right now. My feet are shaky. The car literally just took me for a drive, and it is insane. The response, the power, and we haven't even turned it up. We haven't added ignition timing. There's still a lot more torque there in the bottom end that we can get out of it. But as it is now, this thing is ridiculous. Did it sound crazy, Khan, from the outside?
It was the loudest car here.
Loudest car here so far?
Yeah.
All right, good to know. I'm gonna keep going out. Everything seems really, really good. Just checking over all the heat management stuff over and over and over again to make sure we're all good there. But things are looking good. I have no words to describe that feeling that I just had in that car, but hopefully the inside GoPro kind of gives you a good idea about it. I'm going to probably put some GoPros in the next couple rounds in the engine bay so we can get some cool sounds and stuff, but I gotta relearn how to drive this car entirely. It is an entirely new machine. It is, I'm so hyped. So, Khan, you excited?
I am.
So this is your first time ever being in this car, right?
Yes.
We're gonna head out on track and get a nice reaction from Khan. We got some of the engine bay all mic'd up and stuff. I hope you're ready, dude. This scares me, and I'm the one driving it. I'm the one that built it.
Will I trust you?
You shouldn't. Just be prepared to hold onto the door handle. This car is a little bit crazy right now.
I feel like I stretched 2 inches or something now.
It's crazy, dude. But yeah, this thing is insane. It's going to take so long for me to get used to it. The steering is so much more twitchy now. It's so much more sensitive. I got to stop trying to drive it like a chaser. You can't drive this car non-aggressively. You have to drive it aggressively. You can't just be relaxed behind the wheel in this. You have to drive it like a maniac. And I'm trying to use a lot of handbrake to try and be a little less crazy and more kind of just chill. But you can't afford to be like that with this thing. It'll catch you off guard in a bad way.
Especially with this amount of power.
It's ridiculous. So what'd you think? I'm definitely sloppy.
I'm amazed.
I'm definitely sloppy right now, but we gotta check, we're gonna do a nut and bolt check. Just make sure everything's all good, and then we'll head back out and do some more laps. But that felt so insane. We got our first problem, guys, and it's the best kind of problem you want. If you have a look through here, my heat wrapping on the dump pipe for the wastegate has gotten loose and started coming off. So I'm gonna cut that, wrap it up as tight as I can to where it does like kind of last, and then re-zip tie it. The bottom section just had wire wrapped on it, so I suspect what happened is the wire just couldn't handle the heat and it slipped off. So I use zip ties up the top, the metal stainless ones, so I'll just I brought some with me in the tool just in case this would happen. So I'll redo that and we're good to go. But that's the best kind of thing to go wrong so far. That's awesome. I'm happy about that. No fires. Yeah. All right, so I managed to kind of temporarily fix the heat wrapping issue with those metal zip ties for now, so we should be okay with that. Checked over everything else, we're good. But it is lunchtime, so everyone's just chilling, eating lunch and whatnot. Perfect opportunity for us to go check out some of the cars here. Today is actually 3-3, so it is 33 day, meaning tomorrow is 34 day, and yesterday was 32 day. Now, I didn't do anything yesterday except prep the car, get it on the loader, and just chill and hang out with May all day. But 33s are here on 33 days, so of course we're going to check them out. And man, this is getting me so hyped for 33.4 activities in the future for the channel. This thing's sick. So this is a full bolt-on like Greddy upgrade kit. So this is a full turbo kit that they sell with the intake manifold and everything. It's kind of expensive, but it works really, really well and sounds awesome. So this is a T67 25G with their intake manifold and throttle body adapter and everything. Looks really nice in there. We'll get a couple clips of this thing drifting in a little bit, but look at this thing. Ka-chow. Got another 33 here. Engine bay isn't popped, but we can look at this one. This one's probably my favorite because it has a bunch of cool new technology and stuff that I know about. For instance, the Plasma Man intake manifold here that bolts onto the factory runners. We got a nice Garrett. Doesn't look like a G series. I think it's a GTX series by the looks of the core. Yeah, it is a GTX series actually. Still really, really nice. Nice stainless manifold down there. Ooh, those runners look great. But this thing sounds mental. This thing's definitely making some good power. Why does it sound so good? Damn, RVs, man. Get me excited. Today's actually a really cool event because a lot of guys that drive an FD or are about to start driving an FD have brought their cars for testing and tuning and stuff like that. So it's cool to see cars just like this one where it's a work in progress. They've just kind of finished the build, but they haven't finished with like, you know, aero parts and any of the paint and body work yet. But they're here testing and making sure like the drivetrain and everything's all working well. So it's cool to see stuff like this. And then there's actually was a couple other cars that were here that have already left because they blew up their transmissions and stuff like that. It was an 8.6 with a 2JZ. But yeah, it's just cool to like hang out with a bunch of people. In fact, Wataru-san is over there and he drives in Formula Drift USA. So it's going to be really cool to catch up with him in a little bit. But yeah, we got a nice S15 here. This thing's always cool. It's got a bunch of GK Tech stuff on here actually. Look at that. GK Tech lower, what's it called, caster arm. We got an older Sora here. This thing's nice. Haven't seen this thing out yet. I think he had a few issues when it came off the truck, so he's working on it, but it's really nice to see, as you see. FDJ2, so it's cool to see some FD drivers here. Nice 2JZ, still running twins in that too. Very cool, I like that. And then in this corner, we've got a Koki S14, S15 Silvia. We've got a JZX90. Seems like something's up with this too. It was blowing a bunch of smoke. Maybe the turbo's blown or something. And then something that we're starting to see a lot more of at track events now are 350Zs. They're the new S chassis, guys. I keep telling you, these things are becoming more and more popular. Can't wait till we get mine built for it. It's gonna be sick. And then we got Wataru-san's practice car. Wataru-san, genki? Hello. I don't need to speak Japanese to you. You understand English. You drive in USA FD,
yeah,
so.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're good. What are you eating?
It's matcha, Japanese green tea style. Green tea something.
Green tea pudding?
Smoothie. No pudding. So Barbaro was I think Japanese sweets or something. Maybe.
So some kind of green tea matcha dessert. Dessert?
Yeah, dessert.
Okay, cool. Tell us a little bit about your car, your practice car.
This car?
This makes like 1,000 horsepower, wise fab, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, actually no. There's only 400 horsepower.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. SR.
SR.
So TD06
GD06.
Yeah.
Perfect.
and 2.0 liter.
Nice. Hell yeah.
And yeah, 370Z try to
370Z. What? 370Z.
Yeah.
Ah, transmission.
Yeah.
Ah, I was like, oh, he's saying tranny. This
Yeah.
guy knows like the lingo. He knows tranny. Who taught you tranny? Cool. So you're running a CD transmission and all the good stuff. Pexi Power FC, of course, the crack
Yeah.
dash.
Of course.
Of course, Mochiron, right? Simple. I like it. Practice car is simple but good. This wing though.
This from DC2 Integra.
Oh, it's a DC2 Integra wing?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Nismo S14 wings are too expensive now.
I know.
All right. But the Integra wing looks good.
Integra is I think $400. Yeah.
$400 still for an Integra wing?
Yeah,
That's
still.
crazy. でも昔多分2000円ぐらいね。
I think.
Yeah, it was like $20
3000
before. Yeah, $3000, $30. Okay. Oh, it's cool, man. You gonna be driving in the US this year as well?
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
I
man.
go-
Excited.
Yeah. I will go this month.
Yeah? This month you're going?
Yeah.
Don't catch COVID.
I hope so.
Be careful.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, man.
Yeah. Thank you.
Go kill it. I'll be watching. So in those last couple runs, my GoPro unfortunately died, but I started noticing that the car was losing power. And after each lap, it started getting a little bit worse and worse. And if you come here, if I rev this up a bit, you can hear it starting to struggle and it kind of starts to backfire a little bit now. It's hard to explain. It also sounds like there's a little bit of a rattle coming from my VCT. So I think something may have happened with my tensioner or my chain. So I think we're gonna call it here for today. Definitely something timing related. The engine sounds healthy and fine still. It just sounds to me like it's out of timing. Or like the chain has jumped a tooth or something like that because of my tensioner or something. I don't know. We're gonna dive into it later, but it's not gonna be a big deal, you know? It should be a relatively easy fix. Take the valve cover off, check everything, check timing. As long as everything's all good, retension it, and we should be fine. But definitely something's up. Yeah, something's not happy, but it should be a relatively easy fix, so we should be good. Maybe I jump to conclusions. Maybe I just have a noisy VCT gear, and yeah, it seems like my wastegate got loose, which explains why I had a loss of power and boost. Yeah, I don't know, the V-band is just super loose now for the wastegate onto the manifold. So that explains that. It keeps loosening itself, so maybe the nut or the V-band like threads are broken.
Could be possible.
I might have to order a new V-band for that. It's always the simplest stuff. I definitely think my VCT cam gear is kind of messed up because it's gotten pretty loud today during the duration of today. Like it's tightening. Feels like it's getting really nice and tight. So I just retightened that V-band on the wastegate. Hopefully that's all it was. I'm gonna just do a couple quick pulls on the track and just see if that fixes my like loss of power issue. I'm sure it's that. I checked over all the couplers and don't see a problem there, so it's probably just that. Just goes to show, guys, it's always the simplest thing. Yeah, that fixed it. That fixed it. That's all is such a relief to know that. Whew! Such a relief to know that that's all it was. I am so relieved to know that it was just my wastegate, V-band issues, whatever with that. And probably just my VCT cam gear. A little bit sad. It's an SR thing, it's just what they do. One other thing that I learned today about this car that I didn't think about is since we changed to a boosterless brake system, it is so much harder to do a foot on and do like a burnout now. You have to stomp on the brakes so hard, and even then, it still just pulls away, as you guys just saw. But still, shakedown couldn't have gone any better for me today. Yeah, we still do have a few little things to like, you know, tinker with and fix, but that's normal when you do a full build like this. So we finally got the shakedown we deserved, if that makes sense. Anyways, let's get on the highway and get some food. So after a very successful day shakedowning, with the S15, I jump in my K-van and head home, and can you guys notice something wrong with it? My foot is flat to the floor right now. We're making 0 boost. Yes, my friends, the turbo just blew up on the K-van. Let me lift the seat up. You hear that? That's the sound of the turbo that lost its rear turbine wheel. That K-van is so slow. Oh my gosh. So this thing is no longer turboed. So expect some content of me replacing the turbo on this now. Maybe we should head up my friends at Garrett and see if we can put a big boy on it. But no, I don't want to deal with tuning this or anything. We're just going to put a factory stock one on. But this is just way too funny. Like way too funny. I can't believe it. I could hear like this little noise, like this little noise, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what that sound is. That's kind of weird. Maybe it's a bit of feedback through the speakers or something. And then I heard this little like loud clunk, and then I lost all boost. So turbine wheel, bye-bye. But yeah, you know what? The old turbo on this did well. You know, it chooched as much as it could chooch for 180,000 kilometers. I'm not surprised. This thing has had such a hard life. It like constantly like drives up to Ebisu circuit. The thing stays at 5,000 RPM the entire way there. So it was only a matter of time before the turbo gave out, and they had tiny little chooches on this. So anyways, guys, I think on that note, we're gonna end the video here. I'm beyond excited about the S15. The fact that thing pretty much was, I mean, all things considered, flawless all day, just a few little issues. We got to sort that V-band out with the wastegate. I also blew the engine mount on the exhaust side. I think it got damaged from when the nuts and bolts, like, you know, were kind of loose on it and it clunking around. But also, I think there's just a lot of heat there, and there's no heat shield on it protecting it. It's polyurethane, and under heat, they get really soft and weak. So I'm just gonna put some new ones in. I got some at the shop, it's not a big deal, and I'll heat shield it as well, and we'll probably won't have any more issues with that. That's a quick fix. And then the V-band, just buy a new V-band or work out what's going on, a new nut or something on that, and we should be fine for the wastegate. So I'm hyped. Hope you guys are too. I hope you got a good little taste of what's to come with that thing. Like, it's scary. It literally drove me today. It was a massive like reminder and experience of why I love that car and everything about it. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Smash that like button, write a comment, and subscribe. Happy 33 day. Tomorrow's 34 day, so happy 34 day. Whenever you're watching this, I hope you enjoy. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Jamata.